Well, on today's episode of Golden Rust or Bust, I'm towing home a 1979 Ford a truck. Yeah, it's a nice truck. And as you can see, hold on. I'm getting towed home by a GMC. You just love it when a plan comes together. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Golden Rust or Bust. I'm your host, John Behrens, and on today's video, we have a 1979 Ford truck. It's a Ford F100. It's got a title. That's cool, right? I picked this thing up for $800. I had to tow it to my property because they were kind of getting rid of stuff, and if I didn't pick it up, it was gonna get... So, you know. So this machine is definitely going to be a project of mine, and I think it's going to be a project for my fiance as well, which I don't know where she is, but she said she was going to be around here. Anyways, let me take you around this lovely machine and show you what we're working with. Well, all right, well, let me show you what's under the hood here. I think it's a Ford 302, and it should be...
Hi.
Okay, where'd you come from?
I've been waiting for you this whole time.
Well, all right, Megan, now that you're out of the engine bay, what do you think of the truck?
I love it.
Yeah?
I've been wanting a Ford truck or any kind of truck for a long time. I'm excited to work on it. Here's the cab. Open the door. I mean, you can see it's a little rusty.
What is that? What is that, shag? What is that, shag,
Yeah.
era 1973?
Throwback to the 70s for sure.
I think
Gotta love it.
You got a big hole there.
Do I?
Yeah. Hey, get your finger out the hole.
Don't tell me what to do.
What's it smell like in there?
It smells like an old, do you know the smell of like old cars that like people used to smoke in?
Yeah.
Like it has like a really distinct, I don't mind the smell, it smells good. It smells good. It smells like kind of sweet though.
How many miles we got on it?
We got 40,793.
I'm gonna assume that's 140,793, but I could be wrong. Oh, hey, we're rich. They left us change.
Oh my goodness.
Megan, they left us change.
If they only knew.
Oh my gosh. Well, the interior was either black or blue, but I'm gonna go with black because the nice seat here. Oh, what is that? What is that? That's like a printed vinyl. Ooh, whoops. So anyways, that's kind of a lowdown rundown of our rust bucket turd that we bought for $800. So what we have here is, I think we've got a Ford 302. It's got a 2-barrel carb up top, and it hasn't ran in 10 years. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a battery in the box here, and we got the keys for it, so we're gonna put the keys in the ignition and see if we can get anything to turn over. All right, well, so we got a battery. We can put the battery in place here. Alrighty, so we got positive here, negative here. And I think before we try and start it up, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the machine over, see if we can turn, oh, it's turning over like ease. It'll be fine. All right, so the engine turns over. What about the oil? Oil is within the safe level.
Seriously?
Tastes a little burnt.
That's disgusting.
That'll be fine. A little gassy, a little burnt. It definitely needs an oil change, Megan. Now that I checked that, I think I'm gonna see if we have any crankage from the key. All right, well, we got crankage. So since we have crankage, I'd say that the next thing that we have to do is see if we have spark.
So what does that do?
It says if I have spark or not. It should light up when I turn it over.
Oh.
You recording?
Yeah. Oh, it is lighting up.
Is it
Yeah.
lighting up?
Yeah, I saw a little like flash light.
Okay. Oh, shocked the shit out of me.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Jesus. Am I gonna end up dying working with you?
No. Well, chances are slim. Well, I don't know. Maybe. So I'm spraying brake clean down into the carburetor here, give it some fuel, see if we can get this thing to pop off. All right, Megan, I'm gonna have you get inside the thing and control the key.
Okay.
And when I tell you to start it, I'll have you start it up. All right, go for it. Try again. I'm fine. All right, well, we got it to fire up.
Literally.
Literally.
Why every time?
So I think now what's time is I'm gonna hook up my auxiliary tank and see if we can get some fuel pumping up to that carburetor. So I think I'm gonna take off my my pump line here, or my fuel line. I'm gonna hook up my auxiliary tank and see if I can pump some fresh fuel to it to see if we can get it to run and idle on its own. All right, well, I got my fuel line disconnected. So now I gotta hook up my temporary fuel line here. And then I need to plug in my positive to my positive, my negative to my negative for my clickety-clack. All right, Megan, did you do the honors?
Sure can.
Choke all the way on practically. So, yeah, that's not super cool, but at least it's running and idling, which means technically if we had the things unhooked, I could see if it goes into reverse. Well, let me just try it anyways. Put it in neutral here first. Run it a little bit. Transmission fluid, and I think I can probably get this thing running and driving.
Be careful.
Ready?
Sure am. Oh, it's moving.
Oh yeah.
And we have brakes.
And I have brakes.
Oh, there we go. Daisy,
Moon.
come on, get up here.
Hey,
Get up here.
come on.
Get up there. Good girl. Come on, get up
Come
here.
on. Get up there, Moon.
Come on, get up here.
You're a little shit. Well, it's first time on the road in 10 years, and it's running, and it's driving, and we're going down the road in it. Is it a death trap? Well, right now, yeah, with the gasoline can up where the engine is.
You're a dirty boy. Yeah. Good grandpa. Hi, Grandpa. We got it running.
I see that. I heard an 8-cylinder running out here. What engine is that?
302.
That's what I was thinking. It wasn't the big engine, it's the smaller one. Yeah, very good engine. You got lots of spare parts.
I do have a lot of spare parts.
Not a spare engine.
Got a whole
transmission.
spare engine and transmission.
This is automatic, isn't it?
Yep, automatic.
It's pretty good. Your choke is still partway on. I would think it'd be warm enough that it would have went off.
It's
Oh, that's
mechanical.
a mechanical choke?
Yep. And it didn't want to run right without it.
Oh,
So I need to go through the carburetor and clean the carburetor.
main jets in the car maybe plugged up.
Did it sound good?
Yeah, it sounded pretty good. I could hear it running, and I thought I heard something, and then I thought that's not a motorcycle engine. Then you goosed it, and when you goosed it, that's an 8-cylinder. I know the sound.
Megan's struggling with the backpack here.
How do you open this?
Here, let me show you the technique. So, first you gotta spit on your hand.
Oh,
Then
okay.
you gotta grab it, and you gotta really lift up, and then it'll come off.
See, I don't got the leverage.
Down. Come on, you can do it, Daisy. You can do it. Good girl.
Now, when you oil them, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right.
What I would do is I'd spray them with like a WD or something first to soften the old gooey, dried up crap up. Spray them with WD and then work it a few times. And then when you get done, then maybe put just some oil on them.
Okay.
But the WD will cut some of this dry rust out of there. If there's rust behind it, the WD will cut the rust where the oil won't.
Got it.
I got the hood on Old Red totally lubricated.
Good.
It's
Up and down.
up and down real easy. If I haven't bent it in all these years, I ain't gonna bend it now.
If you haven't seen that video, it's gonna be here or here
The hood
of the of the truck.
of this one,
Nope, of the other truck.
Old Red.
red.
Yeah, I can in YouTube I can put video links in my video.
Okay.
So then if they're watching this video and they want to see that video, they can click on the link and it'll take them right to that video.
Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, we made it down here. I think we're going to tinker around a little bit more. Hopefully we can get it up the hill. Getting down the hill is easy. Up the hill is hard. Well, all right. We got it running, driving, idling, and in my front yard. as you can see, I've already started washing, and I forgot to tell you what I'm gonna do. Hey, I'm gonna wash the truck, by the way. Yeah, I'm gonna try and put a nice little wishity wash on this thing and get her shined up for you guys. Then you come to this side, and you're just kind of like, ugh, oh, what is that? What is that? That looks disgusting. Gosh. I think from like 50 feet away and going 50 miles an hour, I think she's gonna look pretty dang good. I don't know. What do you guys think? So, as you can see, I've turned the truck around. So now I'm on this side, where this side needs cleaned. And know what else needs cleaned? This nasty interior. This really gross 70s shag gross carpet interior. So I'm gonna count all the pennies and ash on the floor, and hopefully we make our money back. Maybe there's a rare penny or quarter in there that I can have. It's like $1 million. Probably not. Ran to the store and I got a saddle blanket, bench seat edition, and I also got a smelly good, because Megan might like the smell of it, but it's not my favorite. Kind of smells musty and gross. Throw that in there, frag out, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's the seat belt. That's gotta stay. Gross. So obviously the engine has not been running right, so I went out and bought a 2-barrel carburetor rebuild kit. So got the carburetor all cleaned up to the best of my ability. So now it's time to put it back on. Now for the carburetor. Hold that piece back. Yeah, could you please? Yeah. Perfect. So, got my carburetor back on. It's not hooked up yet. I gotta hook up my choke cable for my manual choke, and then I have to hook up my throttle cable for my foot pedal, and then I can put some gas in it and see if we can get this thing to run.
Scalpel.
Scalpel.
Rag.
Rag.
Beer me.
Beer.
What the hell is this?
I'm doing the best I can.
Beer me!
Beer!
Beer me! And it's not even open.
I'm
Jeez,
sorry.
Come on. Unbelievable. These interns, I tell you. Jeez.
How do you like my butt, people watching?
I better stay in there.
Well, all right. So we got the carburetor on. It's been cleaned up. It's ready to go. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put gas to it and see if it made any difference. Did it? Maybe. We don't know.
Come here, Boone. Boone!
Well, Grandpa, you want me to take that from you? I can pump her up.
Well, why don't you look and see if the plate's going to land in the middle of the differential. Switch the drum down a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, we'll need the hammer.
Didn't need the hammer.
All right, let's see what you got in there.
Okay.
You got acceptable lining for a while.
Okay.
They're not down on the rivets, they're even close in him. So this has had some brake
New shoes put on it.
sometime back.
I think I got very lucky because as you can see here, you can still see paint on that spring. Not only that, but my brake caliper itself is actually not very rusty at all. That, my wire's not rusty, nothing seems to be in bad shape. That spring is a little cockeyed, but other than that, not too bad at all.
What you did here was to polish the bleeder off with a wire brush the best you could, and then using flare nut wrench, a 3/8, size, using the boxed end, which gives you a better grip so you don't round off the bleeder, round off the sides.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty stiff. We had to put some WD-40 type product on there. And then in order to get it to move, he tapped it from the inside of the spring forward, banging against it to try to jar it in the threads. Fortunately, it was enough. He could turn the wrench without twisting the bleeder off. Had it not wanted to go, we'd end up with the acetylene torch with this really small tip on it, and we'd have heated the bleeder up, and then we probably would have tried putting some wax candle on it to see if that might penetrate enough to help it. But this one came loose on its own, so we just rinsed the threads, screwed the bleeder most of the way out, rinsed the threads on the bleeder, and run it back in a few times to clean the threads. He now has it closed, and we're going to move to the other side and basically do the same thing and cross the fingers that possibly the bleeder will come loose on that side too.
So what I did is I cleaned out the inside here because this gasket keeps the air and the water in the air from getting to the brake fluid inside of your master cylinder, because it likes to draw the water from the air inside of the brake fluid. So cleaning up this gasket and the gasket surface prevents that from happening. Oh yeah, I can't move the drum.
About now,
Yeah, no I can't.
you might be done.
Well, all right. So it's about that time that we take this machine on its voyage, on its first journey someplace. And I thought a beautiful place to take it and take Megan would be to, the drive-in movies, because I feel like that's fitting. And we need to change oil, so that's what we're gonna do now. Megan's gonna help me. So we got an oil filter, and we have liquid dinosaurs.
The sad thing is,
What?
I never knew what an oil filter looked like till right now.
You're joking. Never? You never
Never.
changed oil ever?
Never ever.
All right.
I've
well,
drained
it's-
oil from like ATVs.
Okay,
in a
well,
boat.
it's a good time to learn, I
in a
guess.
boat, but this is not.
Yes, this is a little different. All right, we're gonna do something a little different. Megan's gonna do the oil change. Here you go. You're gonna need
Thanks.
that. You gotta take that bolt out, all right?
Okay. Ow.
I just hurt your back, Bob.
Oh, I'm moving it. Because it's not wanting to go.
Here, let me break it loose, and then I'll let you do the rest. Might be easier to go this way, sweetie. You were tightening it.
Uh-uh.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't turning it to the right.
You gotta think of it as you're upside down.
Oh. What? Okay, well, you could have told me that.
I know, I'm sorry. That was my fault. I was leading you wrong.
Wait. Whoa. I thought I was going to do it.
You're helping. I'll let you get the oil filter.
Fine.
Okay, so then you drop your oil plug and you let that gross, get a close up of that. That is disgusting. That is like black. So once that's drained down pretty good, what you do is it's time for you to take off your oil filter.
I got it now.
There you go.
I got it. It was just being angry at me.
Okay,
Okay.
so pull it out of there
Okay.
and then put it in the pan.
Okay. Wrench me, sir.
Aha, there you are, madame.
Oh, well, thank you.
Mufasa.
It's a circle of that. I don't think that's right. Is it right? Yeah, no, it is right.
That's right.
I got it.
Gonna be a mechanic yet.
Okay.
All right, so it's in, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right, don't overflow it.
I'm not. It's like a beer bong, but for oil.
It's a beer bong for the truck.
It is.
All right, Megan. Well, your first oil change is done, I can see.
Oh yeah.
And from as far as I can see, I don't see any leaks yet.
It's not gonna happen.
Well, all right, we're off. We're gonna go and see a couple movies. Well, it's going 50. Sun's going down. Megan's in the passenger seat. We're about how many miles away? 2.7 miles. We got our lawn chairs in the back. People are passing us left and right. There's a cloud of smoke coming from our rear. And I think we're having a good day. What do you say?
Great day.
Great day. Great day. Even the handicaps are passing us. We're doing fine. Temperature's running good. We got a full tank of gas. It's dark out and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it. I'd say that we made it here. I don't know if we'll make it back, but we made it here. Truck is running awesome. That works, right?
Well, we made it.
We made it. Something strange in the neighborhood. Keep talking, otherwise we'll get demonetized. Ghostbusters. Well, it is the end of the second movie. What did you think?
It was really great. I actually was awake this time.
That's good. That is good. So, now that the second movie's done, it is time for us to pack up camp and drive home and see if this will run. So, it should. We'll be fine. It'll buff. Well, we got the machine fired up. I was a little nervous because the lights seem a little dim, so I think the battery was going dead for some reason. But we got it fired up. We're driving home. It's running good. It's still running really well. Brakes, I think the boot behind my master cylinder is leaking, so that will have to be replaced. But it still stops. You just gotta kind of push it down a little farther than you want to. But I think it sounds pretty good. Deafening for sure. Well, all right, we made it home. A successful trip. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Golden Rust or Bust. As you can see, I took this machine, got it running, got it shining up pretty nice. I spent some time with my grandpa, and I spent some time with my fiance, and she learned how to do an oil change, which is always good. She also learned how I almost caught myself on fire and everything else, so that was a good time. But yeah, so this old beast, I don't know what she's going to do. She might move down the road, or might sell it, or if you guys want to see a continuation of working on this, a series, let me know in the comments. Other than that, I just want to say thank you guys for watching this episode of Golden Rust or Bust. If you like this content, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button so you can see when I put this stuff out. Go on like my friends, Junkyard Diggs, Junkyard Mook, Thunderhead 289, Cars and Cameras, Jeremy Rhydes, Dylan McCool, Pole Barn Garage. Anyways, I would be up all night, and it's already been a late night. Well, there's only one thing left to say to you fine folks, and that would be keep them wrenches turning.